maybe there is something to this hypnotism stuff. You are getting shorter.
Hey everyone, I'm Rebecca and welcome to Ms. Mojo. Today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Will and Carlton moments on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Carlton, are you out of your mind, man? You walking around carrying a gun? What do you think you're gonna do with that?
Let my people go.
Oh, press so hard they could not stand.
Let my people go.
They're probably not even going to show up. In fact, they're probably home right now preparing their apologies.
For this list, we're looking at times the cousins brought out the best in each other in terms of comedy and friendship. We're excluding times there was any hostility between the two to focus on moments that really signify their bond in the long run. What's your favorite Will and Carlton moment? Be sure to let us know in the comments. All right, let's get to it. If you like what you're hearing, be sure to check out the full song at the link below. Number 10, their last dance. Carlton's love for Tom Jones reaches legendary levels, to the point where he can't resist jamming to the music even if it means doing it in secret. Will isn't too keen on this side of his cousin, finding it too embarrassing to even mock Carlton for it. In the finale, just before Carlton's departure from Bel-Air, the two have a final heart-to-heart, promising that they'll always be there for each other.
Whenever, wherever. I got your back, see?
Whenever, wherever, I've got your back. W.
To commemorate this bond, Will does the unthinkable and indulges Carlton in a last dance. As he embraces his cousin's love for Tom Jones, it becomes clear that Will has accepted Carlton for all his quirks.
It's not unusual to see me cry.
Not only does it make for their final funny exchange, the dance also signifies their character development. Number 9, when they were on a game show together. After having underestimated Carlton for so long, it's ironic that the one time Will does have him as his first choice, it ends up backfiring.
I pick Carlton.
As a straight-A student, Carlton is among the smartest characters on the show. He's too smart for his own good on this occasion, as he ruins Will's chances to win.
What famous cartoon character soared to fame on his oversized ears?
Carlton! That's an easy one, Bob. The beloved pachyderm in question won our young hearts by turning a handicap into...
On a show called Double Trouble, the cousins compete against Will's two best friends. With the game designed to encourage silly behavior, Carlton's extra detailed answers are no good.
The rain in Spain stays mainly where?
Carlton. Actually, Bob, the rainfall in the Pyrenees Mountains of Spain falls at a whopping...
In the plains, Bob.
The pair manages to even the odds by going along with the rules of the game, although at the expense of their pride. Number 8, following William Shatner to the dentist. Carlton's overly enthusiastic nature doesn't make him the ideal person to meet a celebrity.
What are you talking about? William Shatner's on the show.
Actor, director, novelist, bon vivant, William Shatner?
Despite Will's attempts to keep him away from William Shatner, who was the latest guest on The Hillary Show, Carlton tracks them down. As one would expect, this eventually spirals out of control when Will, Carlton, and William Shatner head to the dentist to fix the actor's tooth problems.
Hey, Mr. Shatner, look, I'm really sorry that I busted your tooth, man, but can you please come with us to do my cousin Hillary show?
Singing Ring-a-Ding-a-Bong song.
After filling the room with laughing gas, each one of the men instantly begins feeling the effects. Now out of their minds, Will and Carlton act like a couple of children who find anything funny. With William Shatner in the same situation, the cousins drag him into their crazy antics, which spills into the actual interview.
William Shatner, what would you like to talk about?
Ooh, girl, you's a bad mamma jamma.
I know.
Number 7, their bonding trip. With their original hostility long gone, Carlton and Will become as close as brothers. Carlton in particular seeks Will's attention and feels left out due to Will's engagement to Lisa. After Will invites Lisa along on their skiing trip, it's the last straw, and Will has to chase after an angry Carlton.
Oh, I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! Oh, I'm out of here.
Carlton, where you go? Carlton, come on, man!
Unfortunately, this leaves them trapped on a snowy mountainside. It's here when Carlton lays his heart out, admitting how much Will means to him.
Even when you make fun of me, I know you're doing it out of love. You haven't been doing that as much lately.
Appreciating Carlton's vulnerable moment, Will assures him he feels the same way.
Lisa, that's my girlfriend. And we're gonna be together, man. But that doesn't change the fact that you're my best friend.
The hilarity then continues as the cousins have no choice but to brave the steep cliff in extremely silly fashion. Number 6. Will and Carlton standing up for each other. As they enter their college lives, Will and Carlton are tempted by the prospect of joining the fraternity Phi Beta Gamma.
We need a little humor down at the frat house.
Don't get no littler than Cousin Carlton.
What's up, Carlton? Top dog.
In order to prove themselves, the cousins are forced to go through one embarrassing task after another. However, Carlton is hazed in particular by Top Dog, the fraternity's president.
Pledges, get busy. And you can thank Pledge Banks for doubling your workload.
No need to thank them all at once, fellas. Yeah.
Despite Carlton proving himself up to the task, Top Dog only agrees to let Will join. After realizing his cousin is being denied purely out of prejudice for his wealthy background, Will refuses to be part of the fraternity.
We don't need a brother like him in this fraternity.
Man, he is exactly what you need in this fraternity. Carlton has been a straight A student since preschool. He gives you 150% every time.
With Will by his side, Carlton finds the courage to defend his family against Top Dog as the cousins leave in triumph.
Being black isn't what I'm trying to be, it's what I am. I'm running the same race and jumping the same hurdles you are, so why are you tripping me up? You said we need to stick together, but you don't even know what that means. If you ask me, you're the real sellout.
Number 5. Will taking a bullet for Carlton. Although he gives Carlton a hard time in general, Will proves his love for his cousin when things are at their worst. When the two head off to the ATM late at night, they're held up at gunpoint.
Let's have the money. Come on, come on! All right, hey, it's cool, dude. Carlton, give him the money. Hey, look, that's all we got, man. That's it.
Despite Will's attempts at calming Carlton down, the latter's extreme fear causes the gunman to take a shot at him, but hits Will instead. This incident makes Carlton decide to get a gun himself.
Carlton, are you out of your mind, man? You walking around carrying a gun? What do you think you're gonna do with that?
Knowing his cousin might go down a dark path, a bedridden Will forces Carlton to see sense.
I saved your life, man. I saved your life. You owe me! Now give me the gun, Carlton.
They do have some tension in this moment, but it highlights how Carlton ultimately appreciates the lengths Will takes to keep him safe. Number 4. Strip dancing. This pair's get-rich-quick schemes always get them into trouble. Swayed by Carlton's promise of easy money through insider trading, the duo is left penniless after losing all their earnings.
Carlton?
Yes, Will.
That ain't a good thing, is it?
No, Will.
We in trouble, ain't we?
Yes, Will.
Things get worse when they pawn off Aunt Viv's expensive jewelry, leaving the boys with no choice but to resort to other means. While Will seems more positive about strip dancing to earn their money back, he ends up getting cold feet.
Will! Shake something, damn it!
Yeah, this is a story of famous death.
The otherwise modest Carlton, on the other hand, enthusiastically goes through with it when he finds many admirers in the audience. It's not all good news, though, as Aunt Viv happens to be part of the group and makes sure Uncle Phil puts the boys back in their place.
Do I look like a white guy named Warren? Now you get that bracelet back, and for the next 6 weeks, I don't want to hear you breathe.
Number 3. Going on a double date. Will and Carlton think they've hit the jackpot by setting themselves up with 2 beautiful girls. It gets better when the cousins are invited over to the girls' place, making them believe their double date has been a success. Unfortunately, one of the girl's boyfriend, the appropriately named Mad Dog, turns up.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Mad Dog, I'm sure he's nothing but a pussycat.
With their attempts to escape a complete failure, and Mad Dog in no forgiving mood, Will and Carlton are left running for their lives. Although in the worst situation imaginable, they are at least by each other's side when backed into a literal corner.
Someone's gonna die.
Hilariously, Will and Carlton are then saved by someone who turns out to be even weirder than Mad Dog.
And you have everything to live for.
Just get us down.
Number 2. When they went to jail. Will and Carlton's drive in a Mercedes belonging to Uncle Phil's partner is ruined as the pair gets lost. Things take a turn for the worse when an officer pulls them over, with the naive Carlton giving answers that get them into even more trouble.
Vehicle registration, please.
Just a sec. But the thing is, officer, this isn't my car.
Get out of the car, Carlton.
What?
He's going to tell us to get out of the car.
You watch too much TV, Will.
Get out of the car.
Thrown into jail for stealing a car they didn't actually steal, Will and Carlton's fortunes don't get any better after meeting a crazy fellow inmate.
Hello, Pharaoh, let my people go.
In a great display of their different characters, Carlton cries for his father, while Will puts on a phony confession to get the press's attention. Doubling as a funny incident and a stern reality check, their successful acquittal leads to Will making Carlton realize the injustice he'll need to learn to face.
You just don't get it, do you? No map is going to save you. And neither is your glee club, or your fancy Bel Air address, or who your daddy is. Because when you're driving in a nice car in a strange neighborhood, none of that matters. They only see one thing.
I am doing everything in my power not to spoil number 1 by impersonating it, but let me tell you, it is taking some effort. So, let's get to it before I burst into dance. But first, these honorable mentions. Pranking each other, because this escalated right through the fourth wall.
Gotcha!
Will scolding Carlton for not visiting Uncle Phil at the hospital. Because the best cousins tell you when you're wrong.
Carlton, there's going to come a time when all he has is tubes up his nose.
Not my father!
Everybody's father! Except mine, because I don't know where the hell he is!
Taking Uncle Phil to court. Because there's always strength in numbers.
They're probably not even gonna show up. In fact, they're probably home right now preparing their apologies.
The party without Uncle Phil's permission. Because these fantasies are way too hilarious.
Hey, Pops! You popped my duck!
Oh, I'm sorry, son. Here's $100.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Getting Jeffrey back. Because saying sorry is a two-person job.
Surely you don't believe this.
Daddy, you're ashamed of us?
This is my brother Carlton. He knows we can't afford any bigger clothes, so he just doesn't grow.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Their iconic dance. Will and Carlton's dance antics are usually played for laughs. After years of living under the close supervision of Uncle Phil, Will and Carlton are delighted to celebrate becoming legal adults. Their Vegas trip doesn't go as planned though, as Carlton is bitten by the gambling bug. Left without any money, the two turn to the only recourse left, a dance contest.
But you don't understand. It's a dance contest, and I'm a dancing machine.
The scene initially sets up Will and Carlton to be humiliated, but the audience in attendance is treated to a truly unforgettable performance. The cousins are completely in sync, combining elements of comedy and genuine dance moves. This moment has become so iconic, the actors reprised it once again nearly 2 decades later. you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments. And hey, if you're a fan of the song playing right now, be sure to check out the music video for it right here.